Hello once again. Last week we looked at Python data types, and today we are going to be looking at Python casting. So when we talk about Python casting just has to do with we specifying a type on a variable. What do we mean by a type? Now we looked at data types. So we are saying that now we have a data but want to specify a particular type on that data, meaning that we want to change the class within which that particular data belongs to. If that is the case and that is what we want to do, then what we are seeking to do is what we call typecasting. So in this scenario, all we are going to do is that, for instance, if we have a string and we want to translate that string into an int, then we use the Python casting in doing that. So let's have a few examples. So let's say we have a variable called my int. Now this variable called my int is going to be an integer. My int is equal to 3. Let's just print the type to see what it is. Now we have a class int. So we have a data, and the data that we have is coming with a type integer, but we want to change this integer type into a string because the particular logic or the particular end result that we want to receive should be of a class type string. So what we can do is that we can call this my string, and then we can call it the cast. Now the cast is the type that we want, so I call string. Since string is what I call the string type, and I wrap it around my int. Once I've done that, I can print that to see what type it is now. Now I have string. Okay, so let's see what it is. Let's print my string here also. So I have the same data, but the type of the data is what has changed. You can see that I have 3 over here, but the 3 belongs to the class type integer. And then I have that same 3 over here, but now I've casted the type string over my int, and now I have a value of 3 belonging to the class string. So that is it. That's with it. I can change this same thing. Let me just copy, paste it over here, and then we cast this string to a float. So I'll name this my float. And then yeah, I think that's about it. Alright, so we have to use the float type over here and then run this. Now we have float, we have 3.0. We learned in our previous video that when we talk about floats, we are talking about any numeric value having a decimal point in there. So this is just us converting this to float. Now one may ask, what if we have a list or a string and a list or a tuple, and then we want to convert it? Similarly, we can do something in that form. So let's say I have my list. I have 1, 2, 3. Would I be able to change this to string, to tuple? Let's have a look at that. Let's print this first. Copy, paste this over here. Let's do a casting over here. That's so tuple. So you have to notice, anytime you want to do the casting, you always call the type that you want to convert your data type into. You call that type and you wrap it around the specific value or variable that you want to convert it. So we have tuple, and then we have tuple. Let's convert. we have tuple in here wrapped around my list because I want to convert this list into a tuple. So I call this my tuple. Let's run it. Sorry, I didn't run this first. Now let's run it and see. So I have a list class, and now my data type has been casted. Now I have a tuple. So that is just about it. When we are talking about type casting in Python, we have a particular data type, and then we want to convert that data type into another class of data type. That is just about it. We'll be moving forward in our next videos to look at some strings and some string methods that are available. Thank you for participating in this tutorial. Till we meet again. Bye for now.